Ooh.
Yes.
We love. Okay.
Big comment check now. Are we live?
I think we love.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Refresh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now we're live. Now we're live.
Hello,
Should
chat.
be. Wait. Okay.
Wait, let me just tweet out.
Yeah.
Tweet out.
Okay. We don't have any music playing, so get us music.
Okay, I just want to say
Just has it
yes.
on your Discord on the three dots there. Just say show non-video participants. Just untick it.
Okay, cool.
No, get Labonics out of here.
Okay, sweet. So we live, right?
Put yourself a bit louder.
What's in my mark? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, wait. My mark's as
Technical
loud as
difficulties.
my mark is as loud as it can get.
We'll put it louder on your stream.
That's what I've
On your
done.
OBS.
It's
Okay.
as loud as it can go.
All right.
Okay, what up, chat? Welcome to the podcast. Thank you guys for taking your time out your day to join us this evening. How's everybody doing today?
This evening.
Evening.
Well, yeah,
First
this
timing,
afternoon. This afternoon, guys, it's my first podcast. Just allow it, you know. How's everybody doing? AG members, how you guys doing? How you doing, Roy? How you doing, Don, Chubbs, everybody?
We're good. We're good.
We are
Sick,
very
sick,
good.
sick.
Why are you nervous?
Don't ask me why I'm nervous. Because you see, for now, like I'd be saying hello to everybody in the chat, but I don't know if I do. Like I don't know if I do that on the podcast. You know, like say everybody's names. That's just what I'm used to.
You do whatever you want to do, bro.
But otherwise, how's everybody doing? Is everybody keeping safe?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, so
Who's playing Fortnite?
it's noted.
Noted.
Man's
Noted.
practicing for FNCS. Okay, so I don't know if you guys want to announce what's happening, or can I just go straight into
Wait for a bit more
certain
people to
topics?
join and then we'll
Okay.
announce.
Okay, so chat, if you guys haven't noticed, Noted and Dewald did go to round 2 for FNCS. So I want to just, speak to them about everything. We'll start with Dewald. Dewald, how was FNCS for you?
First of all, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are well. So starting off with FNCS, going to like prepping and practice and scrims, there was none of that. Absolutely none of that.
Okay.
Trio formed 2 days before FNCS. It was a very big YOLO. Going into the day of FNCS, we were super stressed. I was stressing my absolute ass off. I had a horrible mentality. I talked to one of my personal friends like an hour before FNCS, and I was like, dude, like we haven't practiced. Like we're not gonna do well. The stream's not gonna do well. And then first game starts. It was like we've played together for like 2 months.
Yeah.
After the first game, we came like third with like 6 kills, and then one of our trio members was like, "Oh, guys, that was our first scrim together. Well done." And then we were just super consistent. We only died off spawn like 2 or 3 games, and we actually did like we did semi decent. Opens it was quite easy, if I have to say so. Like I feel all the South Africans and all the hyping should be going through to at least round 2. So round 2 is where it really tests like your skill.
Yeah.
And going into round 2, we had a super big disadvantage because one of our trio members only came on an hour and 20 minutes after round 2
I
had
saw
started.
that. Yeah.
And we still managed to do better than some teams, and we still managed to still do decent and get like 6 or between 5 and 10 points less than other teams. And we only had an hour and a half, or hour and 40 minutes. So I think we still did well. And this break, they're taking a 2-week break before the next FNCS.
Yes, 12 days, yeah.
I think that's amazing for us, especially as a new formed trio. And it is going to be exciting to actually practice, play scrims, learn each other's play styles,
Okay.
and then going to the next couple of weeks of qualifiers.
Okay, cool. Just asking about your trio. Who, like the roles? What's the roles in your guys' trio? Because I was watching, I don't know if you knew that I was doing a viewing party of you guys. And it was like very balanced IGLs. I don't know if you saw that. Like Razi took the lead, and then you took the lead, and then Eteg was also taking the lead for like end games as well.
So I feel some people wouldn't like that in a trio. They wouldn't like this one taking charge, this one taking charge. But I feel that's actually amazing to have that chemistry.
Yeah.
If you can trust someone to go ahead, even, I'm the main IGL. Rice does also play as an IGL, but in the trio he does play support. But sometimes if he has a good, a good idea, a good rotation plan, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
If I like the idea, if I think it's good, we're going to try it, we're going to do it. But I have faith in them, and it's actually like I would understand if people had like that trust in a trio that they have played a lot of hours, a lot of scrims with. So that was something really nice to see from us as a newly formed trio, that we can trust and we have that good chemistry, that
Sick.
someone can take over, or if I'm not there, they can take over. If one of them not there, we can take over. So that was
Okay, that's
that
really
was
cool.
really cool.
Okay, sweet. Then like, now coming with noted, you did really well. What was your plan going in? Because I see you finally got back with Bojo and CK, the God Trio. So,
I don't know, like we like really confident because last time we played heats, we did like best ZA, we got 17th place, and this time we just went in with confidence and we were actually killing people, and somehow we did really well. We got like most kills ZA, we got like 50 something kills.
yeah.
And we ended up, I don't actually know where we ended up, but we called and then we went to round 2 and then we tried to make round 3, but we didn't do that well, but like we got a lot of series points, so hopefully we can make round 3 next time and then we'll probably make heats. But
if you don't mind me asking, I know where Dewald lands. Where do you guys land as a trio?
So land steamy.
Okay, and does it get conned like hectically or no?
Yeah, there are pros that land there, but sometimes we go mini base and then we like loot across there. But when we were playing round 2, we were getting killed by a lot of pros, and they were like insane and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, like CK it was a 2v3 and CK 1v3 this tier 1 trio. So
okay, so
yeah.
You guys are really confident when it comes to fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we like do really well in fights and we have a really good IGL. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you think you can make it to round 4? Do you think next week?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks time? Do you also think Dewald? I honestly think Dewald can definitely make it to round 3. I mean, it's just taking those 2 weeks to practice.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to, how do I say this? I'm going to chew off more than I can eat. At the moment, with a 2-week practice ahead of us, school times are still very shit. School times are, we're still not going to be able to practice that much.
Yeah.
We are going to get practice in, but, them going off at 9, it's difficult. We are going to get practice in though, and I really think we can make it to round 3, 1000%. Because if we got to 70 points in an hour and 40 minutes, I'm 100% sure with 2 weeks of practice we're going to be able to qualify to round 3. So I feel confident.
I'm just bringing your music bot in quickly. Hazard, make sure
shoot?
you have it like dimmed down.
Them down, yeah.
Dim it down.
My ears.
It is,
Yeah, it's loud.
it's very soft for me.
Okay, it's fine. As long as it's soft for you.
Sorry guys, let me just quickly do this.
When is this your playlist?
No, it's just streaming.
Oh, yeah.
It's like at 16%, but it's honestly it's still like you can still hear it. You can still hear it. Okay.
I actually have a question for Noted.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys of course have like a lot of chemistry before this. You guys split up, played with other trio members. Each of you became better players mentally and actually like mechanically.
Yeah.
But how did like you guys forming again after so long, like did you feel things were like weird? Did you feel like you just pick up where you left off? And like, or what do you think?
Not really, because I don't know, like I play with CK all the time. Like whenever I stream, I play CK like every day. Not as much with Bojo, but I do talk to him and stuff like that. And also, like I don't know, we just have like really good chem. We play well together. And last time, like not a lot of people know, but they didn't like drop me because of how I was playing. It was because I slept over FNCS and
Yes.
and other tournaments.
We know, Noted.
So yeah, and like it was like really important to Bojo and CK obviously, and yeah. But now like we doing really well, and
I used to watch I think it was CK used to stream FNCS when you guys at the very beginning,
yeah.
and you were so quiet, like not quiet, but like
I didn't
quiet.
comment. I was like nervous when I.
Yeah,
did.
so
I was sitting at that time. I was sitting next to Bojo while he was playing with them when we both went
yeah.
to Johannesburg.
I remember.
And then Bojo would mute his mic. He would look to me with the most anger, and I just know I'm like, this guy's gonna blow. Like he's gonna lose.
he would
his-
shout at Noted, and Noted wouldn't know what to do. He'd be like, just rotate. It was like
Yeah.
the funniest thing ever.
We'd be laying in bed at night, and Bojo's like, I can't believe it, dude. How does he not say anything? And I'm like, yo, no, dude, like, I don't know. And he goes back to laying in bed. Like, what? Like, how?
He's like freezing out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, so I can tell you, like, well, it was also like really weird for me because like we were doing so well. Like we made heats and we got 17th place, which like better than a lot of people. I think also name on them also got 17th, right? But like we did like insanely well, and I was just like really nervous. But now when I play with him, like really confident, and we practice like a lot of hours. Like Bojo puts in a lot of hours. CK, not really because he has school and stuff, and his parents want to go him for a month, but he's talking to his parents and stuff. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna like win most of the
Yeah.
tier tournaments.
Yeah, but like side note, more important topic, Rory, what are you chowing for
Yeah, I was
lunch?
about to say.
What
Let's
is
eat
in
in
there?
there.
You are chowing that thing.
I've been a burger with chicken.
Let's go. Let's
Chicken
go.
burger.
Okay, 'cause that's one thing about this family. They love eating.
We love,
Oh my.
we love eating more than Fortnite. That's how it must be.
Vouch.
You know,
Rory?
but definitely.
I've got a question for you, Rory. How was Nazna? How was Nazna Cup and everything? Take your time. Don't stress.
It was good.
Was it good? Did you have
Had
fun?
fun. Yeah.
Sick. I saw you were wiping out a lot of people there, huh? I was watching the streams and I kept saying see your name when you were eliminating people, so I'm very proud of you for doing that.
Thanks.
What's it? How did you guys play? Like, how did you feel playing a big tournament with Dewald and them? Like, how did you feel with Fresh as well?
It was good.
Was it good?
We did good.
Yeah, no, I saw you guys did very good.
Yeah.
And also,
One thing that I have to say
Karen.
about Rory is such a good fragger. Like fragger slash support player. I think I say this with 100% honesty. If Rory had to start, like, I don't know if he's allowed to play comp like in South Africa. He would do better than so many many
100%.
people.
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah.
The fact that he's so young means he learns so quick as well. He was one of the I'm sorry, Rise E-Tech, like he listens to every single. I'm like, Rory, drop mats. I say mats already dropped. Rory, stay on me. Stay in the same box. Rory, jump in on that kid. Or kid jumps into Ray's box. One pump. Like he plays like in a couple of years, like when he's actually like allowed to play in-game like events, if the game's still big, it's chai. It is chai.
Yeah. And Rory, are you playing FNCS or are you're not really fond into FNCS yet?
When? Like
No.
when I'm older?
No, are you playing FNCS like at the moment? Or...
No.
Is he allowed to?
No,
No,
I,
I don't think so.
is he not allowed to play FNCS?
I got 5.5 years.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. It's a long time.
Fortnite's gonna be dead.
But like that's something that I couldn't wrap my head around. Like you like even playing with Rory, and I mean like Dewald will understand this now. When I play with Rory, like you so quickly forget that you are playing with a 7-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Oh, no, it's very
you
good.
immediately you hop into the first game and this kid just starts fragging out and you think you're playing with the SA Pro player.
Yeah.
You until he like starts talking to you, then you're like, oh yeah, this kid's actually 7 years old that I'm playing with. It's is
insane.
incredible.
So no, yeah. And I just wanted to say, we got Astro. This is your first
Yeah,
podcast.
Astro is the third.
How you feeling?
Finally,
podcast.
hello.
How you feeling, bro?
Oh,
Huh?
How you
how's it,
feeling?
Astra?
Oh, hello,
Welcome to
Chubbs. Hello,
podcast.
Hazard. I'm very nervous, but you know.
I think we saw him last in the RC.
That was the last
no,
time.
no, no, no.
Yeah, that was the
That
last time he was on the
actually
AG
the last
channel.
time
Yo.
you were on the AG
Okay, yo,
channel.
actually, yo.
That was actually
That's
the
like,
last
what,
time.
6 months?
Jeez. Holy.
More than 6, I think.
No, it can't be
Nah.
that far back.
Yeah.
It was
Nah, I
in
think
December,
was.
wasn't it?
Was
No.
it?
No,
No,
when
it
was
was
it?
this year.
January. No, it was January. Yeah,
Yeah,
never
no,
mind.
it was.
I don't know.
It was Jan Feb because I remember I was doing the RC challenge, guys.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No one saw my videos I was making. But that's actually so weird, only. Does anybody have a topic to speak about? Because I could speak about ACGL as well.
This is also undergoing right now.
I think we
Yeah.
can announce the new sponsor.
Don't
Wait,
wanna
let's
go-
we'll announce the new sponsor at 75 likes on the podcast.
Chat, come
75
on.
likes and you'll announce
Come
the
on
new
now,
sponsor.
chat.
Because
Come on,
the
guys.
sponsor only gets officially announced tomorrow. So, but we're leaking today.
Think
so
about it
if you wanna
logically,
find out
yeah,
who the new
chat.
sponsor is-
There's a lot of people in this stream. I'm thinking 100 likes. Come on, boys. Come
No,
on,
okay,
guys.
so 75 likes and
Come on,
we're
guys.
leaking podcast.
Come on,
We're leaking
75.
we're leaking the sponsor of the podcast.
Nice, Don.
Leaking
Nice, Donovan.
podcast.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, okay.
I see the stress is getting to you, eh? Like,
Yeah, I'm super stressed, bro.
yeah.
Not like I've done this
Oh my
19
gosh.
times before.
Yeah, this is
Aye.
my first time hosting this podcast, so it's.
I can see hazards on his nose. I can see.
Yeah, I know. Like, I
Man's
don't
a
know
bit
what
shady.
Like, I don't know what to say because like I'm so used to doing podcasts where there's not a lot of like nobody puts their face cams on, nobody engages with me like with a conversation, so it's like it's different.
That's not fun, bro.
No, it really isn't. It's really not fun. So like this is like it's something sick and it's a little bit weird for me, but yeah.
If you want to ask questions in the chat, direct them at someone or ask a general question. And yeah, if Hazard sees it and
wanna
likes the
put
topic,
a-
he will engage on it.
I wanna just put a poll in the stream. Hold on, guys. Do you
On a
guys want
side note,
Yeah.
on a side note, me and Devi are rocking the ponytails. You know the vibe.
Yeah.
The vibes, big ass forehead time. You know the vibes. I already see it in the chat. I didn't even have to, already people saying,
no.
big boy, do you know the vibes?
Oh, you messed up, Hazard.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Nah.
a little bit.
Yeah, you messed
I'm
up.
a little bit of a slop. Please, just bless me.
We couldn't get even one vote.
Does Rory have a question?
Mm-mm.
No questions. Rory, Dad?
Man's just chowing.
I'm eating.
Really. Noted, are you playing in the ACGL thing?
No, he's not.
What's it called? So I wanted to play Last Call, but I overslept.
Ah!
I knew. Yeah. I knew it.
Wow! I thought you changed. No, it didn't.
No,
I thought
no,
you
no.
changed.
Okay, so I'll tell you what happened. I forgot.
Hmm.
You
What's the
played
bet not
creative.
made?
You played creative too late the night before, and then you overslept.
You know what he
Yeah.
does? You know what he does? I messaged him. I'm like, you need to put your face cam on. He goes, Hazard, I can't. And I'm like, I don't care. You're putting it on, please. And he goes, listen, I just woke up. I'm like, there's no way.
Bro, you can see he
woke
just woke up. His
Yeah,
bed's
no.
there, bro.
He sleeps with his hat on. so you
Those
don't know.
dark curtains
Shut
are a
up.
problem. Those dark
I think he
curtains.
needs like see-through, like almost like super thin curtains.
He doesn't know if it's 8 a.m. or 3 p.m. right now.
Yeah, but if,
Those curtains are a problem. I know that. I've had it. If those curtains are dark, it can look like 6 a.m. or it could look like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
So the
No,
thing
what's
is,
it called?
I'll say that I'm guilty, right? I'm guilty for like the past 2 weeks when it's been so cold that I have been sleeping a little bit later than usual. But I mean, noted sleeps weird. Like
yeah.
Noted's a bear, bro.
Bro,
he'll
yeah.
message. So we'll come into Discord at like 9 o'clock in the morning, right? And we'll start chatting
What?
and okay, this was like 3-4 weeks ago. This was when you just that's about 3 weeks ago when we were watching Breaking Bad, right? So we would watch Breaking Bad till about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'd go sleep. I'd wake up. I'd be back in Discord at like 10. As we start the day, no, it's like, okay, I'm going to bed, guys. at like 10 o'clock in the morning. He goes to
What?
sleep. He then wakes up. When we start, and then that night we watched like more Breaking Bad, and we started at like 11 o'clock at night. He joins the Discord, like messed out of his mind at 11 o'clock at night. He's like, I just woke up, guys. He goes to bed at 10 o'clock in the morning and wakes up at 11 o'clock at night.
No, you know what he told me the one day? You know what he told me? We were chilling in a Discord in the AG call after we watched a movie. This guy's like, Hazard, you're not going to bed. I was like, okay, I won't go to bed. We ended up going to bed at 9. I ended up going to bed at like 7. He was like, I'm going to stay up even more. I'm like, yeah, must be just. This man's going to go to bed at 10 in the morning and then wake up at 10 in the afternoon.
Okay, let's just answer some
Yeah,
community questions.
There's a question here. I saw this. When or will there be another AGRC this year?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll see.
okay.
I'll see if we can squeeze one in.
And then from Liesel, when are the AG members going to do a channel a challenge together on the channel?
I would love to do challenges, but I think like COVID right now is a very big issue
Yeah.
to deal with. Of everyone getting together and stuff. But as soon as we can and it's not an issue, we definitely are gonna start doing a lot of IRL content together.
That's if Joburg comes in clutch. We just hope. We hope.
If what comes in clutch?
Joburg, because think about it logically here. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to Durban.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You see, but
Bro, what video are you gonna make? Who can swim the
Look, you can
furthest?
fly us all down to Durban, eh?
Or okay, do I fly 10 people down to Durban or do I fly 2 people to Joburg?
that's actually
10 people.
I'm in the middle.
but
I
I'm
can
saying-
drive to Durban or drive to Joburg.
I'm saying as if
It's the
not
same.
you guys coming to Durban. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's if the borders don't get closed in only Johannesburg, Gauteng area. Because like look
Oh,
at
yeah.
COVID, it was only you guys that weren't allowed to go out or whatever. So
But
just hopefully.
isn't it more feasible to fly up to Joburg?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
not-
Because most of us are in Joburg.
Joburg,
yeah,
yes.
no, definitely. Unless you're wanting to come to the beach, of course, then
Nah.
Durban's the place.
Biggest sandcastle.
Who's in Durban? Only Kieran, Astro.
Kieran,
I'm not in Durban.
no.
Not Astro.
Joburg.
I mean.
Hazard and Kieran
Hazard.
are in Durban.
Yeah.
And then we have 3 Cape Towners.
Don't forget the special guest, the Namibian. You guys can, that's can always get
Oh,
them.
your plane ticket costs as much as everyone's combined.
Okay, rub it in my face. Can I just say something? I wanted to plan to, go to Dubai to play at next FNCS. The plane ticket from South Africa to Dubai is like $6,000. But the
God,
plane
shit.
ticket from Namibia to Dubai is 14 grand.
Ah, they're
that's just
scamming
a-
you.
That's
So
just
it'd be
a
cheaper to fly from Namibia to SA than to Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Remember, because it's also seen as an international flight, so it's like $6,000 from here. Or like if you can find it cheap, it's like 5. But from Namibia to South Africa, and then from SA to Dubai, you can fly directly,
Yeah.
to Dubai International Airport.
You have to fly from Valcom.
Huh?
Not Valcom, Windhoek.
Yeah. And that's the thing. So I can't
So you
even
have to
fly
do
directly from here.
You have
So
to
I
do
have
like
to
a 3-hour
drive.
drive.
Which who's gonna take me? Who? We have one car, like in our household. Like, so
You have to drive
Drive.
all the way.
or take a 2,000 rand flight from Svalbard to Windhoek, and then and listen, so that's 14,000 rand, right? So it's Windhoek to OR Tambo, and from OR Tambo to Dubai. That's 14 grand. There's one for 10 grand, but then there's a 12 or 14 hour layover in Johannesburg, and you're not allowed to leave the
airport.
terminal. You're not allowed to leave. So it's not like
Why?
I could, because like
Because
you
of-
don't go to the like outside of the terminal. You don't go out. You have to stay in like. So it's not like someone from Izzy or someone can come pick me up and spend the day with them. I have to stay in the airport like 12 to 14 hours.
But why? Like
For
I've never
4,000
seen...
rand less. It's a lot. Don't
But
get
I
me
mean,
wrong,
if
but, like,
you have a passport to come into SA and you don't need a visa, so I mean, like It makes
That's
no sense that you have to stay in the airport.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And one
I
thing
can
that
I understand like when they do that when you go to Dubai, like sometimes you lay over in Dubai and you're not allowed to leave the airport because you don't have a visa for Dubai or whatever, so then they keep you in the airport. But I mean like SA and Namibia is like the same bloody country. There's a fence between us.
Probably
Yeah.
just book a flight to South Africa and flight from South Africa.
Yeah, like come to South Africa for like a couple days, come to like
2-3 days, and
times,
then yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and then go. Because it's I just don't understand like because me and Bojo when we started with this idea we were like we wanna fly to Dubai, like let's look at what it's gonna cost us, and then we started looking at flights from South Africa and I was like 5,900, 5,800. I was like there's no way it costs the same for a 12-hour flight than a 2-hour flight from Namibia to South Africa. Like that's
there was
just
a point
ridiculous.
in time about before COVID, just before COVID hit in 2019. I had plans to go to London, but they fell through. My plane ticket return from Joburg to London was only 5,800 rand. Return.
Yo.
Guys, sorry
It
to
was
break
like
the
flying
convo.
back then was so cheap. I mean, I think even flying from Joburg in 2019, flying from Joburg to Durban and back was only 600 rand.
That
Ah.
what? Like for example, I paid for the when I was in Joburg for the first time when I went to Cape Town for like 10 days. The plane ticket cost me 1,500 rand.
It's not too bad, yeah.
But that was it would have been 1,700, but I didn't have like I had like a small enough bag / like suitcase that I could have as hand luggage, so I didn't have to pay I didn't have booked in luggage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like 1,500 rand for also a 2-hour or 1 hour 45-minute flight. That's the exact same. Or Namibia to Joburg is 2 hours 15. It's like 30 minutes more, but it's like
It costs 3 times as much.
I can go Joburg, Cape Town, Joburg, and then I can go Joburg, Durban, Joburg, and then Joburg, Bloemfontein, Joburg, and it'll be the same price as one flight.
So,
But like,
Exactly.
was your plane full when you came to SA?
Not at all. No, not one of the times.
That's why I think that's because if you go from Joburg to Cape Town, it doesn't matter what plane you take, it's full. The planes are always full. So
Yeah.
I think that's why it's cheaper. Because I mean, if they have to fly a plane from Windhoek to Joburg and there's only like 20 people on the plane.
Okay,
that's
wait.
why it's
Actually, there is an exception. Okay, so on the first flight, because I was on the first flight when COVID stopped last year in October, when the state of emergency was finished.
Yeah.
I was on the first flight from Namibia to Johannesburg, and it was quite full. Like I was sitting in the back rows, but behind me there were no people. There was still I'd say 8 to 10 seats open, but it's like those small jets. It's not a Boeing. It's a small the SA Airlink. You can only fly with them from Namibia. It's the only what do you call it? It's only SA Airlink that flies from Namibia to SA.
Okay.
Nothing
Well,
else.
we got 75 likes. So, Hazard, you gonna announce a new sponsor?
Guys, our new sponsor is Twisted Cables.
But it's actually leaked in the description. If
it's
anybody
actually-
checked the
Is it
description, you would have
actually?
found out.
Yeah, so if you guys
It actually is.
did that, you guys would have found out. We are proud to have them on board with us. I don't know if Don, maybe if you want to just speak a little bit about Twisted Cables.
So, Twisted Cables is a growing PC retail outlet that is going to grow, and we're going to help them grow. They sell peripherals, PC parts. They're going to start selling pre-built PCs, and we're going to help the company obviously promote their products. He's a retailer, so it's not a brand. Twisted Cables isn't a brand. He's a retailer. I should say the company's a retailer. So they sell all name brand products from Logitech to Corsair to everything. And so, yeah, it's basically a PC shop that also does networking and stuff, like physical networking. We're going to be working with them. So, yeah.
Sweet.
days.
Get
For
a
those
little
that
applause.
for those that knew, it's the same company that DFV's with. So
Let's go.
I wonder where that connection was.
Can we just take a moment and looking notes his face? He's so demon emoji time. He's like, demon time, let's focus. And he's just
No, wait. I'm gonna wait. No,
he's like
wait.
freaking out while he's playing.
No.
He can't put his hands on because of his pony.
Yeah, his ponytail's in the way.
That's actually so good. No, is your hair still short?
No, not really.
Bojo!
Do you maybe just want to? Do you maybe just want to give us a
Bojo,
lead?
I'm dead!
Nah, I don't die.
Shut up, no.
I don't die. Okay, it's gonna be some beef here again. Okay, chat. Does anybody else have any questions? We can maybe
I have a
speak on?
topic.
Yes.
We kind of talked about
Yes.
it earlier, but it was only about Noted. But I want to talk about sleeping schedules
Oh,
for gamers, for streamers, because that's something that I recently really started focusing on. And I used to go to bed for a month straight, 4 a.m., wake up at 12. And then, I'd eat, go gym, come back, and then do the rest of my day. But my day would, it would be like my mom and them would go off at 10, and I'd be like, they're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, it feels like my night's only starting now. And then I started getting sick. I had the big rash and stuff, and then I started going to bed a bit earlier and earlier and earlier. And one night I felt dreadful, horrible. And then my nose just started bleeding randomly. I was just sitting, and my mom was like, no, you're going off for once in your life. Just to go off and sleep. It was 9:30. From there, I've not gone to bed later than 10 or 11. And my day is, I feel so much better. I'm waking up every day 8:30, 9, other than 12, 1. And it feels so much better.
It definitely does, because I've been messing up my sleep schedule because I procrastinated my uni work a lot. So the past two weeks, like I said, with a combination of me staying up to finish my uni work and it being so cold, I would be going to bed at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 10, 11, sometimes 12. And I mean, when you wake up, for me, if I wake up past 10 in the morning, that day's ruined. That day's over.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's such a weird thing because I only go to bed at 3 o'clock that morning. So I mean, I'm still awake for the same amount of time I normally would be, but I just feel waking up so late, that day is gone. That day's over. I might as well just chill for the rest of the day and try and start the new day fresh.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's such a bad mindset to have. It kills me.
You actually broke my sleep schedule as well as with Noted. You guys ruined my sleep schedule because I was going to bed at 10, waking up at 8, start my day, whatever. Don was like, let's watch a movie. We watch until 4 in the morning. Notice you're not going to bed. No, you're not going to bed. I got to bed at 9 in the morning, and then it just started going downhill. It was bad. Yo, why are you smiling, Lobonix?
I also blame Don.
1 o'clock in the morning, Don's there. Are we watching another movie?
Well, that's the bad thing. We do that sometimes. It'll be 3 o'clock in the morning, and we would just watch a really good movie. So we're all awake and interested. So we're like, another one.
No,
and then
that's the problem. That's the problem. When you finish gaming at 12, 12:30, and then someone in the call's like, yo, do you guys want to watch a movie? I saw this.
Yes.
Dude, the trailer looks so good. And then everyone's like, nah, I was about to go off, but what movie is it? And then as soon as you it's done. You're only going to bed then, because then after the movie, if it was shit or good, you're gonna.
Is it? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
My camera's a little bit blurry, so it's a little bit weird. Okay,
Alright.
Karen, sorry.
No, I said then if it's a good movie afterwards, if you go off at 3 a.m., everyone's gonna be like, yo, okay, talk about it. Or if it was a shit movie, you're gonna complain for yo, we just sit up till 3 a.m. to watch this movie or whatever.
And the problem is if you go, you can be up late. So say you normally get up at 8 or 9 o'clock on your daily, and then we would stay up to 2 o'clock. It's then you start thinking okay, it's 2 o'clock now. Either I go to bed right now, or there's no ways I'm waking up. Tomorrow is ruined anyway. So I might as well just watch another movie. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Worst mentality.
Make peace that I'm
Worst.
getting up in the afternoon and the day's gone. Like, it's just one of those things.
People calling me innocent now that I by accidentally did that. Like,
What did he do?
No, okay, so my camera was a little bit blurry. Like, it was like weird for me. It's like very glitchy and stuff like that. Okay, so I've got a Logitech like software, and I've got 2 monitors. So I completely forget if it's gonna pop up on my main, where the stream is at, or if it's gonna pop up on my second. So I'm like, oh, I might as well just restart it. Click on it. The camera pops up. Evade goes. Has it looked so innocent? I'm like,
Oh my.
Because his camera is just like front and center on the podcast.
I'm like, is it just me or is it on the stream? And then Don's like, your camera's on the stream. Oh my.
Okay, well, point is that I tried to make from that topic is I think if people are waking up at like 12 or past 10, I'd say, like, I recommend at least waking up at like 8 or 8:30.
Yeah.
Just like you can do so much. Like when I woke up at 12, I'm like, okay, wait, my sister's coming home. I need to eat, go gym, and then come back. Then like I'm tired. You know, if you wake up in the morning, like first thing I come do, you make myself a coffee. I go have a biggie outside to go chill with my, drink my coffee, and then I come do some editing work if I have to send any emails, if I want to send. Like, I just feel so much more productive in the morning, and I feel like I actually want to do it, other than it being at 4 p.m. when I just got home from gym, being like, I'll do it tonight. And then after you stream, you're like, I'll wake up earlier I'll do it early tomorrow. And then you're never going to get to what you wanted to do or what you planned on doing a week ago. You're never going to get to it. So you're going to get a lot more stuff done. Even though like you're awake for the same amount of hours. If you wake up at 12 and go to bed at 3, or if you wake up at 8 and go to bed at 10 or not, like let's say it's the same hours, I just feel like you actually are more productive when you wake up.
100%.
You make more use of the hours.
100%. Without a doubt.
Even if you wake up, like say for instance 7:30, and you just chill for an hour, maybe in bed, like trying to wake up, and then 8:30 you actually get up and then start doing what you need to do. I think that would be also
my
really
biggest thing that I want to start doing when I move now. I'm not going to have a bedside table. I'm going to, when I climb into bed, I'm going to put my phone down on charge on the table, because that's a big thing for me. I'll climb into bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll start YouTube.
Then
and I'll watch
you start
YouTube,
TikTok
and then it's
YouTube.
TikTok,
Then Twitter.
and then it's Instagram, and then it's what's happening on Twitter, and then it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So like, okay, cool. Now I'm falling asleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. I need to be up at. I'm like, okay, let's stress it. 6 hours max. Set my alarm 11 o'clock. Okay, get my 6 hours sleep. It's 11 o'clock, so I can at least still have somewhat of a day left. Wake up 11 o'clock. What's the first thing? TikTok, YouTube, Twitter for another 2 hours. Then it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I did that for like 2 days in a row, and I'm like, holy shit, I can't be doing this. Like, I really can't be doing this. This is bad.
It's bro. Something that I actually I saw. I don't know where I saw it, but they say you should not be intaking anything from a blue light. So you shouldn't be on a computer or a phone before if you plan to sleep at like 11, like 12, the hour before you actually plan on going to bed, you shouldn't be on your phone. You should be chatting with your family or reading a book or whatever.
I actually want to try and read a book.
I really want to try. I've never been a fan because
Me
my
neither.
English is decent, but the books that I actually want to read are like this thick, and the English is actually like up here. So like I can like in the English class, I would read page after page. I can read and like tell you all the words, but don't ask me what they mean. Please don't ask me what, like, I would just read and be like, I can pronounce everything. I like understand it, but I don't understand it, if that makes sense. So I can't read the actual
read
books, in my
Spud.
opinion.
Spud is a good
I
book,
watch the
bro.
movies though, that's the thing.
No,
Like,
but the thing is, the books are so much better.
No, but
that's
if
what everyone tells me. That is a theory that I want to test. I want to get a book and a movie that I haven't watched, and then I actually want to do it with like 3 movies. Read the book, make sure I understand, everything and see if I enjoy it or whatever, and then watch the movie and actually like rate it. Was the book better? Was the movie better? The thing is with books, you make all the characters up in your mind. You build a scenery. You build everything yourself. Or that's what I've, what my mom loves reading. My sister loves reading. I hate it. But they say I don't know if you guys know, like Twilight or The Breaking Dawn. My mom said the books were amazing and the movies were good, but not close to
what it was. See, the problem is with me. I would read a book, and then I would get sidetracked on one word, and think about that one word, and then I'll start imagining different things, and then I'll start looking at the plastic on the thing. I don't know,
What?
It's weird. Okay, so
Do you
at
have
school,
ADHD?
It's ADD.
it's yes, but no at the same time. I don't know if at school, okay, Lebronix noted, and as well as Cameron, everybody here can vouch for it. If there's a little tear in the plastic, you start filling with it, and then you're reading, you're like, yo, this is so good. Rip the plastic off the book, and then start ripping more plastic off the book, and then you're completely sidetracked. Have you never had that before, Don?
What I used to do, what I hated, it was something that was the most satisfying yet the most regretful thing I ever used to do with my books. Some of the books had I always used to get the hard wrapping, hard plastic one, but then some of my books had the soft one on.
The one that you just put in, the cover.
Yeah, that one. And the thing is, what happens is you could take your nail, and if you go on the book, it used to go grrrr. And the thing is, and it's the most satisfying thing to do. But the problem is, when you're done, you stuffed up your whole front cover because now it's got marks in it, and you can't get rid of it.
No, that feeling, I don't like that feeling of it.
I used to love doing that.
Oh no, that's actually so bad.
I used to love, bro. I used to get a brand new fresh book. It was smooth, and then I'd just go.
Wait. I have a question. What if you guys are in school or if you're out of school? What did you use to wrap your books with? What pictures or what themes? Do you know what I'm saying?
Newspaper, bruh.
Here's a book of mine. So this was my physical science grade 11 book. That's what it looked like.
So it's just patterns or
mine was.
I'll just use these. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about, right? This is a perfect example. One of these soft covers, right? Something like this. And then you would take your nail and you would do that. And then you see the line. Yeah, and you would do that. And now it's stuffed. And the thing is, I would always do that. I would always just go a whole line down. So satisfying. And then after you're like, why did I do that?
I have a question.
So sus about it.
What do you think? What theme do you think I had on my books? You have just think very
Why do I feel like
pause.
Why do I feel like you had a cigarette?
No, but
on your book?
What?
Why do I feel like you had Marlboro?
Okay, give us a hint. Give us a hint. Movie themed. Cartoon,
sports,
rugby,
sports, dude. Every
rugby
science was the blue this rugby player. Math was a cricket player. Was this or that, this or that. This was a hockey player. This was that. This was South Africa. This was Blue Bulls. All of my books from grade here now. When did I start? Grade 4 since I started getting into rugby. Grade 3 or 4. So I started getting into sports and stuff. Oh my days! My
mom came up to me and she normally does. She helps me out with my books and stuff like that. And
I never did that.
Yeah, I never did it either. So the one morning, as I got up for the start of school, I go to take my books off the counter just to realize it's Manchester United. I started crying. I started crying. I think that's when I switched to my iPad. I was like, all my notes on my iPad and everything. I've despised it. Then that's when I told my mom, I just want my books for English blue, for Afrikaans red, just those plain colors, not Manchester United. Oh my god.
You're not a Manchester fan, eh?
I would no.
Okay. Before we start going into debates on that, because that's a endless the pits of discussion. Wait, Rory, who do you support?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
And Rodad?
Izzy
Liverpool.
turned me into Liverpool.
Ah,
Guys, this is what I'm supposed to say. I'm a Liverpool supporter. Izzy told me to say. Izzy, when I was at Izzy's, right, I'm like, Izzy, what team do you support? He's like, Liverpool, and you? I'm like,
I don't watch soccer.
I'm like, no. I mean, I don't, but like, I'm like, Man U. She's like, get out of my house.
But the thing is, Manchester United, like anybody that doesn't watch football, like will just say like Manchester United.
Yeah,
'cause that's like
exactly.
the most
Yeah.
popular
That's exactly
team.
what I'm saying. Like that's what I hate about it. Like, not saying like, I know like these girls that were in my school. Like I support Chelsea and Barcelona, and then there was a couple that supported maybe Arsenal, which was a little bit different. And then you get that one basic girl. It's like I support Manchester United, and I'm like, name one player. Name one player. She goes, Messi. I'm like, no. It's bad. It's
Oh,
so bad.
one of my friends in high school is a massive Arsenal supporter. He had Arsenal like
Yeah.
book covers and shit, and he had an Arsenal bag and like I
Yes,
was like,
my mate's exactly the same. Oh my gosh, we used to make.
I
There
feel
was
like
a guy-
Arsenal supporters are like the most die-hard supporters in the
Exactly.
football
They don't
community.
care.
Like
It's
if
win,
people
lose or
support
die.
Arsenal, bro, they support Arsenal like through thick and thin
It's
blood.
win, lose
Like
or die. Arsenal. Oh yeah, win, lose or tie. Arsenal till I die. It's literally.
yeah,
that.
literally.
sorry,
like,
that-
like, they will like tattoo Arsenal badge
Yes.
on them, bro. Like
Oh my
they are
Lord.
hated.
It's bad.
Is that wait? Does Arsenal like not do the best or like?
No, okay, so
No.
Okay,
They-
so
they-
Arsenal in
guys.
rugby is the Blue Bulls. Listen, can I tell you why? Because before the last year, right, the
gosh.
Bulls won everything in the last year. But before that, the 10 years before that, the Bulls were
I
bottom
went
of the
to-
log every single season, like literally. Down
Okay,
there,
people,
I was just like,
whoa. The Bulls were the top of the log until the Lions had a reshuffle.
that was in 2015.
Yes. Back then, when I was still in high school, the Bulls were like the shit. They were undefeatable.
true,
and the
true.
Lions were like the worst team in the country. Then the Lions had a team reshuffle, and the Lions became the best team in the country.
And then the Bulls were very
And then
shocking for the last 3 years.
the Bulls were like,
And then-
what happened?
But last year was like when the team was like, it was a really young team for the last like 2 years, and they build together, and then
Because I mean, like back then in like 2014, 2015, I think the Bulls was like 70% SA team anyway.
it was around like half, like 50.
Yeah, like half the team was the SA national rugby team anyway. So I mean, these are literally the best players in the country are in one
and
team.
now
Half of them.
it's Stormers has majority of the.
Stormers
Springbok
are the
players.
best team.
Stormers
Nobody
has.
can.
Best
Best team.
Leave.
Man,
Get out of here.
you see that though?
Get out. What do you guys think about Khaleesi going to Sharks? Do you think that was a play or no?
No.
It is for the
Money.
Oh, yeah,
Money.
of course, of
Yeah.
course.
I think Sharks has the most money out of all the.
I think if
All the teams.
I think if you're like one of the best known rugby players or like very well known, I think the best team to go out is overseas. Definitely France, somewhere that side. I think
That's
What?
the general
That would
thing
be
you
best.
see. That's
Money-wise
that's the
for
thing you
them.
see for
No,
South African players.
I
So,
think so.
they start off play Curry Cup, get potential, start playing Super Rugby,
Yes.
right? They start playing Super Rugby. Year, 2 years, 3 years, then okay, they get their chance in the SA team if they really was outstanding. Play for South Africa 1 to 2 seasons, boom, sign a contract, go overseas, still play for South Africa,
Okay,
go
yeah.
overseas.
But that's the thing. Remember, the South African national team rugby players are some of the highest played rugby players in the world.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So the thing is, you're gonna like weird out your opportunity if you like. Okay, cool. Maybe France's B team offers me more money than Sharks does, and then you go play there. But then you're missing out on your opportunity to join SA's national team.
if you take it too early,
it's
that's
like-
the thing. If you take it too early, so if you take the opportunity like to go overseas, like if you only have played in South Africa, like domestically and the club rugby for like 2 years, like I feel that's too early. Like you need to
Yeah.
solidify your name. Everyone should know your Janku van Staden or who.
Yeah, like
Siya
Faf,
Kolisi
like
or whatever.
like Faf could play for an overseas B team, but then he would still play
play,
for
yeah.
SA national.
I think you need to maybe make yourself a lot more known in like the SA rugby scene. Get a chance to play for Springboks, as what Dewald said, and then possibly get a contract for overseas, and then you would be. If you play well, like Cheslin Sheldon Colby's my favorite player. He made himself like very well known in the World Cup. Went overseas and now he's back again, and so it's
One thing that I can say that is like, it's something that I can't really still wrap my head around, so it's like it's confusing for me. But the players that do get chosen to go play overseas, it's always only the eyes on them. Like if they play overseas, if they have played for the Springboks, because they're like, okay, this guy has played for the Springboks. We're just seeing if he keeps like his skill level. But in South Africa, if you're playing for the Bulls, the Sharks, the Cheetahs, the Lions, there's so much competitiveness because everyone is still fighting for that role. If you're playing fly off, like every game, you're technically going against a competitor for the team or whatever.
Still up?
yeah, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mine just buffered. It's fine.
Okay.
All good.
Mine also buffered.
What
Mine
do,
also.
Yeah.
what do you guys? Who do you think is the most highest paid? Not athletes, because I know who the highest paid Forbes athlete is, but I'm saying in rugby, I think.
Yeah, Kolisi.
Pollard
No.
also.
What are you
Oh,
talking? South
I'm
Africa?
checking.
Yeah, South Africa generally. Yeah.
Oh, South African.
Yeah.
It's either Faf.
I think it's Pollard.
I think it is. And Pollard's net worth is like 10 million or something.
Yeah, he gets
if I'm
like paid
correct.
like, it's like €1 million or something in a year or some. I think
It
a little
was
bit
Victor
less.
Matfield. It used to
Yeah,
be Victor
yeah.
Matfield. Yes, he was the highest paid rugby player in the country, but now he's retired. I don't know who took after.
Dean says it's Andre
Matfield.
Pollard.
I'm gonna.
Is it-
It's
I don't
Andre
know
Pollard.
anything
It
about
is
rugby, bro.
Pollard. It is Andre Pollard.
Cameron, ah,
I don't know
what
about
sports do you
rugby.
play, Cameron?
I don't play any sports.
Nothing.
No,
Why? Why didn't you play like rugby or something?
I don't like rugby.
No. Oh wow.
So what about soccer?
Yeah. What about
Yeah, I
football?
like soccer, but
Yo.
when I do
Okay,
try it,
Dewald.
I've got 20 other oaks who somehow can kick a ball around the world, flick it with their left pinky toe, and then I must sit
Okay,
there like,
if you were able to be the best in a sport and actually compete in it, what sport would you choose to
MMA.
compete in?
Mixed
Rugby.
martial arts.
MMA.
Mixed martial
Yes.
arts, 110%. Or
MMA.
boxing. Or just
Rowing.
boxing.
Rugby.
Rowing. Who said rowing? Of course you say rowing.
Rowing. Why would you choose
Rowing's
rowing?
biting me on the butt.
No, but listen, right. Rowing is such a nice sport because you interact with a lot of people that know what they're doing. They're very professional. It's like, wah, 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 wah. You know?
That is
Please
I
don't
was
never
a
do that
rower.
again.
stupid thing. You're the person that goes to varsity and says, I want to sign up for that team, just that specific team, the rowing team. Put your name on there every Saturday, 6 o'clock in the morning. You just
I was up at 5 until 10 every night on every Saturday for rowing.
Sorry,
Why
I'm
would
not
you do
doing
that?
I'm not doing a sport where I have to get wet in winter in the morning. I'm good, bro. Like it's
That
fine.
is why you wear those skinny ass things, you know, that's those tight things that keep you warm, bruh.
like a wetsuit in a way.
No,
Not
those-
necessarily. It's like
those
a
things.
yes,
that thin
that
clothing.
rugby players use.
Yeah,
yes,
underneath the pants,
Underneath
yes.
yeah.
You wear that down your whole legs and your arms. That keeps you warm throughout. Don, I woke up at 4 o'clock one morning, right?
Don.
Don!
No.
I woke up at 4 o'clock the one morning to go row 30 kilometers.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You must be just.
Yeah, enjoy that.
You must be just.
And it was during winter.
Would you count F1 as a sport?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and then motocross?
Of course.
Yeah.
Those two would be my go-to. Like if I had to choose any sport in the world and I could be the best at it, I would either do F1 or motocross.
You have to be super fit in order to do both those things.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have to be super fit to do any sport professionally.
Yeah,
Exactly.
literally.
So, there you go. It's a sport. It's classified as a sport.
If I had to be the best rugby player, right? I wouldn't do like you could be really smart with this question if you could be the best of it. Like it would. What is the highest paid sport in the world? Is it soccer?
It's
guess.
well,
Yeah,
mixed. I mean, mixed martial
football,
arts.
probably.
McGregor is the highest paid in Forbes list. 180.
Okay, wait.
Okay, right.
How much does he get earned? How much does he pay? What?
$180 million highest paid athletes.
I
in
was
the
about to
world.
say F1, but yeah, never mind. Yarrrr. F1
So I
drivers
would
and
choose
peanuts then.
I'm
I would choose
guessing
rugby because I actually
it's
like
UFC.
love the sport, right? But the highest paid player for last year was 750,000 euros per year. Like that doesn't even reach a million per player.
I mean, if
okay,
you-
for the whole team, now, yeah, that's
If
a
you
lot.
look
Yeah,
at
that's the
it,
problem, is they have to
the-
pay an
yeah.
entire team.
Lionel
bro.
Messi is the most expensive player in the world at the moment. Second also on the Forbes list. By the way, Ronaldo third. Okay. So, Kieran, don't trip out when I say Ronaldo's third place. It's a hard day. It's a hard day. So- Like, say for instance, if Lionel Messi ends up leaving Barcelona on a free contract, Barca can't even afford to pay to get him back. Because how expensive he is.
They won't have money to do it.
Yeah, it's impossible to buy him. So if he's a free, if he has a free, if like a free player and whatnot, people are just gonna take him. Whoever can fetch him, but nobody is able to afford him. So
Barcelona.
Is this true? It says the highest paid sports in the world is basketball.
Who wasn't it? I think it could be possible.
I
But I
think
mean,
so.
like,
It says basketball's number one.
wasn't there a famous streamer that gave up streaming to go play professional basketball?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Or was it baseball? One of the two. He gave
that was
up
basketball.
streaming to go play professional basketball or baseball.
That was basketball.
He's a big streamer. I mean, this dude has like 5-6 million followers, and he gave it up to go do sports full time.
okay, because I know Bronny
Was it
came into
Tyler?
streaming.
Was it Tyler?
Tyler?
I think it was Tyler.
Is he one of the like highest paid, like, or is he in like a good team? Like, what team are we talking about?
I don't know. I just remember the story that there was a Twitch streamer. He used to play with Nick Merckx and Tim the Tapman and them. Like, he was in that friend group.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
no, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I'm also not familiar.
He was a very, very big streamer, and he gave it up because he got a contract to go play basketball or baseball, one of the two, professionally. And like, he just gave up streaming. He's like, cool, I'm done with streaming. I'm gonna go do this now. So it's like, shit.
I mean,
okay.
it's not a bad. It's not a bad.
Was it
thing.
swag? It's not swag, eh?
No.
Because there's an article, former Arizona. Oh wait, that's a high school basketball.
Let me see if I can find it. Start another topic. I will come back
My
to it.
bad.
Yeah. If you wait. So, if you had to get, I know Cameron or Astro would say yes to it. Of course, if you got a contract to UFC, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Oh, easy.
Because I feel like it's just like looking at McGregor and how he promotes himself. I feel like you can earn a lot of money
Yeah,
from doing
definitely.
that. If you had to get a contract from any type of sport, what would it be like right now? If you had to choose one sport,
Rugby.
rugby. Don, what would you choose?
What's the
Final.
question?
Like final choice now, a sport
Yeah.
that you have to choose for a living. What would it be?
Yeah. F1.
F1. So not motocross.
No, F1.
Okay. And Lobonics?
Rowing.
Rowing. What about you, Rodan and Romak?
Soccer.
Football.
Ah,
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
I'm obviously.
Yeah, okay. Noted, what would you choose?
Cricket, bro.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Cricket.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say
Oh,
that.
golf.
Wait, did you even play
Oh, golf.
sports?
Okay, golf is pretty sick.
golf players get paid
Paid
gang.
bank. Golf get paid.
Yo,
paid
golf
bank.
players.
Can't find it, man. I don't know.
I don't understand how golf works. Though. Like, how do you hit a ball that far over trees and? I don't understand.
Yo, I don't understand like the clubs. What clubs you need to use in certain.
I don't understand
There's
how you hit
putters
the ball.
IMD and what is?
I understand like
Java.
a putt
Driver, yeah.
to hit the ball
There's so many.
into the.
Yeah, but I don't know how you hit the ball. Like you swing like this. And
And then you have to like bend your one right foot like. It's weird.
yeah, it's weird.
You're like, it's weird. It's a weird sport. It's a weird
The
sport.
only thing I feel about golf is that you're basically like a dog because you're chasing a ball.
Wow.
It's literally football as well. You're like, everybody's just chasing this
all
ball.
sports that
Like,
involve
yeah.
a ball.
Yeah,
your,
actually.
your logic is very
Yeah,
flawed.
soccer is more of that. I think.
Now that I think about it, it's just like people like headless chickens running after field. It's like, yeah! For this
How to get the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, rugby ball, soccer ball, basketball.
That's actually funny.
Cricket ball, hockey ball,
Hockey ball as well, yeah. I don't
No,
know
it's
how
not a
tennis
hockey
ball.
No. If you
Hockey
play
ball.
outdoor,
Indoors.
This
hockey
looks
puck.
fun.
yeah.
Outdoors hockey ball.
I don't know how people can play hockey. I
Dude,
try to
dude,
hit it
is
and just
outside
miss it.
hockey and like ice skating hockey the same thing?
No.
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 Hey, God, how can you-
Because you first of all hockey on an
No,
actual
I'm saying
turf-
like, is it the same rules and stuff? Like the
No.
same size
No.
team
no,
and
because you
rules
can literally
and.
go and smash someone into the side of the
Yeah.
those glass.
So
plastic
basically, you can
things.
go blixem a guy in the side of the the ice rink. You can blixem him. While in hockey, you're not allowed to do that at all.
You literally like to RKO the guy. Just
Yeah, you can.
No, I know
literally-
I know ice hockey is hectic because
Just have your
there was
game
guys in
plan,
my school
just
that did
beat up
ice
the
hockey
enemy
and like
team.
every week someone would come there with a new
plus,
broken
like-
arm or broken
yeah,
shoulder or
there's
Yeah, no,
no
it's
there's
different.
no like you can't hit the ball out of play. You can literally run around the goals in ice hockey. There's no
Not just with that, is that
Yeah.
ice hockey you can hit the ball wherever you want.
Everyone,
basically,
yeah,
the
exactly.
puck. With hockey, you can only hit it to a certain height because so it doesn't club somebody in the face.
yeah.
Oh, those things must hurt. Ice
My
hockey.
one friend
hurts.
broke his teeth getting clapped to the ball in his
No,
face.
that makes me cringe because imagine just a ball on your teeth and just
Oh, just
it's like no, I don't know if you've
feels-
seen like
Yeah.
those
Feels-
small like little longboards people used to like skate on. It's like pink
Yeah.
ones. Just like the tip of that getting smacked in the tip of your teeth. No,
Mm.
it's like that's bad. That's bad.
Can't close my teeth.
Yo, that is it's actually
Has
bad.
it the worst thing that happened with me at rowing, bro, was the one day you were like racing, obviously, and I by mistake didn't hold the blade hard enough.
No.
So the blade came back and it hit me and hit the guy behind me because it's one blade, so you row like this,
Yeah.
and it hit the guy in the back and knocked the guy in the back.
in,
No. No.
And we had
you
to
see,
stop, obviously, because he was knocked out.
It's such a weird sport. Like I feel like what's the point of doing rowing? Like I would at that point if it had to be a water sport, I think I'd do surfing instead of rowing.
Polo.
Or water polo, yeah. But the thing is like I think I would die. I think I'd drown.
yeah, it is
Trading
him.
and
It's
everything.
Trevor May. It's Trevor May. That's his name. He's a Twitch streamer that's also a professional basketball. But now I see like there's a whole bunch of F1 guys like Lando Norris, Max. They stream on Twitch now and play games. A whole
Neymar
bunch of
even.
rappers started streaming and playing games.
Even Neymar streams on
But
Twitch.
you see
The
like,
soccer player.
that even I don't know. Sugar Sean O'Malley from UFC was also when he got an injury, he was just started streaming as well. But it's like I also feel like a majority of those rappers that started streaming was because of Aiden Ross.
Yes, literally.
110% from him. Because
But there was a few that streamed before
No,
Aiden Ross
definitely,
was even
definitely,
in the
definitely,
picture.
But I'm thinking about like I don't know, just a lot of them just decided like this is actually really cool. I can create an a lot of a bigger community through streaming.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a big platform and new people don't even like say for instance people don't listen to rap. They generally don't like the person for rapping, whatever. But then when they stream, they're like, wow, this guy's an actual genuine dude and all that. So it just creates a bigger fan base. So I think it's definitely from Aiden.
Trevor May plays baseball. I said he does either basketball or baseball. I,
Baseball,
can't
yeah.
remember
I
which
thought
one
it
it
was basketball.
Yeah, I thought it was basketball as well.
With face planting. So Everton
yeah.
who plays with Man City, I've seen him play with Nate
Nate
Hill.
Hill, yeah.
Yeah, Bronny's with LeBron James' son, and
Yeah.
he's now is he
Isn't he in
phase?
phase?
Yeah,
I think he is. I know he is.
Yeah, he
but
is
I don't
in
know if
phase.
he's actually in phase. Like he could just be one of those people that says in phase and whatnot.
Mm.
But I don't know if he's got an actual contract.
No, I think he does.
If he
Because it
does,
was
I think
announced,
so.
I still remember on their Instagram,
Yeah,
on FaZe Clan's then announcing him.
yeah. Wait, I got a
Let me
topic
see.
for Don. Okay.
Yes.
If Noted had to go into a Fortnite game and make content with aimbot, like Jarvis did, what would it do to his position in AG?
Oof.
For content, by the way. So it's
It
more
doesn't
of him.
matter.
It doesn't matter because the team, I mean, he signed a contract, and in his contract it says that he can't cheat.
So now look at FaZe Clan with Jarvis. Same issue, same type of thing. Can't cheat, but he's able to make content. So now say
No,
for
but he
instance,
got
noted-
suspended, remember?
So yeah,
No,
no,
but you got.
no, he didn't. He didn't get
He
suspended.
did.
He did get suspended.
He did get
Okay, well,
suspended from
if we
FaZe.
if we think about it, say for instance, Noted decides to still play
Can't wait
comp,
till
but
it's
make a
deep.
lot more content now, and he's getting a lot
It's
of
deep.
views. He's pulling in a lot of people into the community of, say for instance,
Yeah.
AG and for himself. What would that jeopardize his position as a content creator? as a
Look, I
player?
mean, it's all relevant in the sense of how he did it, why he did it. You know, like if he went into a creative with his friends and did it on a video for purely creative, and everyone knew he was doing it and stuff like that. That's a different story than doing it in an actual money tournament
Okay, no,
and
not a money
cheating like
tournament.
that.
Not a money tournament. I'm saying like a normal creative.
Like, it all depends.
creative-ful- Okay.
It will have to depend on the situation.
Okay.
It all depends. Like if it was done and everyone knew about it and it was done as a joke and a funny thing, like I said, that's a different story as opposed to cheating in a money tournament to win and
Yeah.
whatever. It's two different things.
Watch Noted download aimbot right now, bro. Just to see.
What was that, Rodad?
He got banned from FaZe, like, well, not banned, but
Suspended.
from FaZe now. So
Yeah.
Was
got-
he part of the Save the Kid?
Yeah, so
Yes, he was part of Save the
it. FaZe K got kicked.
Jarvis.
Tico.
Yeah, K's not
Nikon.
not in phase anymore.
It's hard to believe, huh? Like it really
That's so, bro.
bothers my
That's
mind.
so hard
Like,
to believe.
I honestly don't think. I think there's a possibility he could come back.
So apparently, if you watched, I think the YouTuber's name is CoffeeZilla. I think his name's CoffeeZilla. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. He did a whole like in-depth
Yes,
dive of this. Apparently, one of the main guys that did this whole shebang that was involved in this was FaZe's old manager. That still
Yeah.
had ties with the current players or something like that, and he's like one of the masterminds. And then K, like he did this whole thing where he tied everyone's wallets together, and he shows that like when FaZe K did a giveaway and he let people win money off of these crypto things, he would give money to this specific wallet, and then this wallet would give the money to this account, and then that account would give it straight back to him. So they were spoofing their giveaways. They were faking their giveaways.
Oh yeah.
And like this is all
That's so
traceable.
bad.
That's
So
bad, yeah.
and it's three of them. It was K,
Was it
Wasn't-
Nikon?
Yeah, Nikon was there.
no. It was K. K was a big one, and then the other one was not Soda Pop. Soda Poppin'?
It was Tico, Jarvis, K, Rascam, and Nikon.
No,
That
but
was
there's
Save
other
the
people in
Kids.
Sam Pepper. Yes, thank
Okay.
you. It was K, Sam Pepper, and there was someone else involved, and all these guys were like hopping the money between them and coming up with like these schemes and like this and CoffeeZilla. You actually need to go watch it.
Yeah,
the
it
video is
is
amazing.
CoffeeZilla.
He actually put like a big board up, you know, like investigations with like all the ropes and stuff, and it looks so complicated when he shows it, but he's like, wait, let me just explain. And he actually shows like these specific wallets, e-wallets, belong to this person, these belong to this person, and now all of a sudden there's so many strings between them showing how they're hopping money between all these accounts. And then he would come around and he'd say, you're telling me like K, who apparently didn't know what he was doing, all of a sudden has like 7 spoof e-wallet accounts
Yeah.
that he's hopping money in
That's
between
dodge.
for
Yeah,
someone
that
to
is-
say like he doesn't know what he's doing. It's
That is
like
dodge. That is really dodge.
so.
Did you see his apology video? It was so scripted.
No, it wasn't an apology video. It was.
Well, not apology, but to explain, you could tell it was so scripted.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, would
I bet you
also-
his management didn't let him reveal much, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, this became illegal, like a major legal
Yeah,
thing.
that's
like,
why
these
I
guys
don't
could
think
go
they
to
let
jail.
him. Yeah, that's why his management was probably like, nope.
No, they like if the bureau or whatever starts investigating them, they can go to jail for money fraud.
I should go.
So
I just like it's so
I
weird
hear
because
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should go to jail.
you should.
Yeah.
possibly- Like, it's just- I look at it very weirdly.
Yeah,
Mm.
you need to speak closer to Rory,
Yes.
Rodan. We can't hear you.
No, I'm just saying, like they should like be prosecuted. You know what I mean? And investigate.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, I don't know. I think these guys are
Yeah.
they effectively exploited their audience. You know?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that pissed me off the most. I mean, like these guys have done it before, and they can always go back on the thing saying like, "Yeah, these crypto investments and stuff. It's always risky. I mean, regardless, yes, it is a risky thing. You can make money, you can lose. It doesn't matter. People lose money. Okay, move on. But the fact that they used a charity to
that's
push this
bad.
narrative, that's what pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
why would you use a charity where people think they're actually helping people for you to scam? It's like.
Like your audiences, like your fans are invested in you and your
Yeah.
story. So it's like you use charity
Yeah.
and you exploit like your audience. People will be supportive of it.
And it's not just that you lose your fans because of that, you know. People
Yeah.
dislike you and hate you after that because of what you've done.
Yeah. The one thing I understand, like, it's a very bad thing. Like, I understand they could possibly go to jail for it. It's understandable. But if we look at, I was brought into watching FaZe from FaZe Rain. My brother told me about FaZe Rain back when they were in the New York house and whatnot. And when he had the drug incident and he was abusing himself with drugs and whatnot and showing his community that have watched him through the years about him doing drugs and whatnot, and when they removed him out of the FaZe house, how does that not jeopardize his position in FaZe? As much as what FaZe K, same with Jarvis, Nikon, and Tico, as was was Rascom in FaZe?
He was tied with FaZe for a bit, yes.
Yeah. So like, how does that not jeopardize his position as well? Because he is abusing drugs with the FaZe Clan logo and the brand itself that's even tattooed on, I think tattooed somewhere on his arm or something.
Yeah, he's got it.
The thing is, like, again, it boils down to the legality of it. Was the drugs Rain doing illegal?
Yeah, well, okay, so
I think it was.
antidepressants.
But the thing is, like,
Xanax
is it
could be-
illegal?
It could be prescribed, but Molly and codeine, that type of stuff. How does that not jeopardize his position? Like, it's something just weird about it. Like, I don't really understand, because then surely they should give FaZe K another chance with that.
Well,
though K robbed.
Yeah,
basically.
that's understable.
They exploited people. Like,
Yeah.
if you drink drugs, go music. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, if
You know,
Rain
it's
was
like
telling
if-
people.
but people
it's
committing crimes against other people.
yeah, exactly.
Be rehabilitated, but they should be removed from a
Yeah.
position of
Okay.
power
Yeah,
so
that
they
makes sense. Yeah, that
can't
makes sense.
go anything.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, if I'm not saying I do, but I'm just saying, like, if I go and I drink myself out motherless every night, that's on me, you know. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong to affect anybody else.
Yeah.
That's a bad life choice that I'm making on myself. But if it starts affecting other people, and it
Then
starts
it's a
hurting
problem.
other people, now it's an issue. So I mean, with Rain doing the drug abuse thing and everything, it was a bad part in his life where maybe kicking him out and kicking him to the curb would have made it even worse. So instead they're like,
Yeah,
you
I
know
think
what,
so.
let's just
Yeah.
try and help him,
Yeah.
and like let's try and get it better. But I mean, if you have someone that does something that could be considered a criminal activity,
Yeah.
because now it's such a big thing to, I don't know, no matter what they do, and that's what I've learned even running AG, is no matter what you do, someone is not going to be happy with your decision somewhere.
Yeah, no, of course.
You can do this, and they'll say, oh, but why didn't you do that? And then you do that, and like, oh, but you could have done this. And it's just like, not everybody won't always be happy.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Not everyone's gonna agree.
that's I think like the same
Blues will make the most noise.
thing like what FaZe is going through. Because FaZe now has this whole thing like they were involved in these crypto scams and what, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe they are. Remember, FaZe has so many people
Wouldn't make sense. Like, I mean,
It wouldn't make sense because I mean the
power. Why would they do that?
like
Everybody
FaZe is
would be associated with that brand. Like,
exactly FaZe. I mean FaZe is valued at $302 million. That is the brand value of FaZe is $300 million. Do you think they would risk that amount of money and that brand reputation to make like 50 grand on the side?
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
It's I don't know.
Yeah.
it's dodgy.
But yeah, I think are we gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up. I just want to say a big thanks to everybody in the AG for everybody coming today during the podcast. It really does mean a lot, as well as with you guys, chat. Thank you so much for joining us today on episode 19. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Cheers.
Bye guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Pickaxe lip.